The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Taylor. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside, and so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Lawrence. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jags have taken the early lead. Not a bad way to start it.
And I think that was part of their script, because so many teams script their opening possessions, and whether it's just that possession or even deeper into the half, sometimes it's 15 to 30 plays. That had to be one in there where they call a shot play. Go for the big one, and they got it done.
After up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 22. Taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Well, I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the 2nd round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who can run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football out of the backfield? To be able to get him in the 2nd round, that's what I call a steal.
Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high-powered, You've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on third down. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run, and just lost track, and it cost him.
So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there. From the gun, Jackson. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And he will have a Ravens first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. It makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. To throw is Jackson. Buying time to his left. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. Now it's Jackson. Over the middle, complete. It's Gardner. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
A very important 3rd down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up 1st and goal.
Here's Jackson to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. Lambo on for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. A 6-2 is their record through the first 8 weeks. Now, Charles, what is your assessment for them in the second half of the season?
Well, I think that the road gets a little bit tougher for them. And when I look at their schedule, I see some of these road games, and I know those are going to be difficult. But this is a good team, so I'm going to go with 11-5. That seems about right, and I think that'd be a nice accomplishment, too.
Second and 10. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. Well, this defense for the Jaguars, they were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
Anytime you can hold a team to less than 10 points, your expectation of winning that game has to be sky high. In fact, you'd be absolutely stunned to come away with a loss in that one. Could you imagine going to the press conference and trying to explain that?
That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up fourth down. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. So on fourth down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll make it a second down. From the gun, it's Taylor, and he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4, second down.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception, and that means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
They go play action with Lawrence. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 38-yard line.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Running left, Taylor, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Lawrence. Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Charles, you talk about this defense, and they're in for a tough test, playing a team working on a 3-game win streak. But their head coach very confident in his guys' chances when he spoke to the media earlier this week.
I'd call him brimming with confidence, and he should be. Because if that's what he needs to do to fire up his guys, he should do so. And he's telling everybody, we've got a locker room full of guys ready to step up. And he's making sure that he believes it so that he hopes that his players will as well.
On is Josh Lambo now for the Jaguar field goal. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. And that hits the right upright and caroms away. It's no good. So plenty of leg, but it's the accuracy there that lets him down.
Yeah, he hit it really well. I think this might have been good from 55. But you'll see it just conk off that upright, and they're denied a chance at 3 points.
They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. They go play action with Jackson. Throw left side complete. That's Gardner. And he will finally be taken out of bounds. It's a big play there for Baltimore.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 59 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7. They'll run with Dobbins. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. Now Tucker to add the PAT. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Now, they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out? Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Hey! Mike 52 right here. 52. I know he ain't got it.
On play action, Lawrence. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Mike 52, Mike 52. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Mike 52, Mike 52. I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you. Go. Mike 52, Mike 5.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. And Shark calls it in. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Hey, Charlie.
Play action. It's Lawrence. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10. A snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down. And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. It'll be spotted on the right hash. A 52-yard attempt. The kick by Lambeau is good. And they take a 17-14 lead. So he missed his first attempt, remember, but this time he gets back on the bike and knocks it home.
Yeah, and sometimes that first one can really impact you moving forward. It can just stay with you too long and affect everything else you do during the game. In this case, though, able to shake it off. He's riding high again.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range.
Escaping the pressure right.
That is caught. Rashad Bateman.
The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Jackson.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Picked off at the 46.
So this is something we didn't see it often, this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great play there as the first half is winding down.
And the Jaguars will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive
as they take over with just 17 seconds left before the break.
Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off around the 41. And he's giving his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal, maybe more.
Well, Charles, you're so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
16, watch 16.
And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
A lot of ground to cover. 2nd and 22.
All day, dog. Hey, I-7. 52's the mark, boys. 52. No game on this defense. No game. My 52. Look at me. Door. Check. Fresno.
Final play of the half. It's Lawrence.
Flushed out right. Going right side here, and that's complete. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in this second half.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
He'll start with a handoff to Dobbins.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Jackson. Dancing to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, They brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
On second down, a run with Dobbins. Shifts by him. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 72 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Now a carry for Dobbins. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now a handoff for Dobbins. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
Throwing is Jackson. Open man is Bateman. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5.
Well, every now and then I can speak from experience because I do know as a defender, it is awfully hard to stay with your man on these crossing routes because even if you don't get picked, there's a danger of being picked either by one of their receivers or maybe by your own defender. And on that play, that worked quite well.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Jackson from the shotgun. Forced out to his left. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Jackson steps away to his left. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That'd be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. This a fairly straightforward 22-yard short attempt. Tucker's kick is good, and this is back down to a 7-point game. So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
X3, 218, chop. He's coming, double up. Hey, Delta. Mike 6. Let's go, let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go. Hey, check Mike 6, Mike 6. We ain't giving him nothing today. Get it.
On 1st down, Lawrence. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Taylor. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. They'll try the left side with Taylor. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Recon, 152 fighter. Hey, Echo.
On 3rd and 1, it's Lawrence. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Oh, good move. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 137 yards rushing for him now as his big night continues. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Lawrence will throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Lawrence. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 17-yard line.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. This will be caught just inside the 10. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
On 2nd down, a run with Etienne. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Travis Etienne with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jaguars are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. 3rd quarter action from Jacksonville. Now it's Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And the Jags are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter of play. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. First and 10, Taylor now. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Ready. 60 or. Hey, Zoo. 52. Watch the out. 52's the Mike. Watch Mike. Crunch time, defense. Hey, wahoo!
Now Lawrence to throw. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Odafe Oweh, his second sack of the night. So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long.
Hey, Haywood! Check 13!
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This one caught. It's the tight end, Hockenson. A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think he continued to do so.
So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
But, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points, said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Jackson now. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Ravens have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Tucker with the extra point. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And now this fourth quarter becoming very interesting. That pick six makes this a one-score game. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how aggressive they choose to be.
Let's go. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, look, squeeze.
A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the four fingers. Fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the four fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it. And let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. Eluding the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
They go play action now. Lawrence escaping the pressure right. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And you sense the tide turning. They scored, then their defense forced the punt, and now a chance to ultimately take the lead here late. And he'll throw this one away. I don't think he's out of the pocket, no. Here comes the flag. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly second and long. Now Jackson. Flushed out right. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a fourth pick of the ball game.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
There's Jackson on third and long. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off near the 42. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback there.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things are now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
They'll run on first down. Taylor. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Anthony Averett picks it, and the Ravens are right back in this football game. So, my goodness, I wouldn't have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. A golden opportunity for them now following the interception. They need to try to at least get 3. Obviously, a touchdown puts them in a much more secure position. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 86 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Another run here with Dobbins. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down, being chased out left. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
How many times have we seen this late in the fourth quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On 1st down, Dobbins. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Here's Jackson. Buying time to his, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. Throwing, Jackson. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And this nearly intercepted. Probably should have been. Had he caught it, it would have sealed it. Instead, one more chance coming up on 4th down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. He's going deep for Brown. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. They'll run on 1st down. Taylor. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Again, it's Taylor. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. They go to the ground again with Taylor. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
That's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Running out of the gun with ETN. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game.
Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Now Lawrence on 3rd and long. Flush to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Here's Logan Cook now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Jackson. Dancing to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Probably time for 2 more shots, and ideally, they'd like to get the midfield or so they have a chance at a Hail Mary on the final play.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Jackson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the 2nd quarter, he may very well have run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
And it's a leaping effort, but it's not to run incomplete.
Sometimes we talk about coverage. We're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. One last shot for Jackson. He's going to let it fly. And got his man complete. Past the 20. And he's in. Are you kidding me?
How do you give that up?
One of the most improbable ways to finish a game, and they do win it on the final play.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience?
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. From Jacksonville, good night, everybody.